If you're new to dementia caregiving, you've probably heard words like memory loss, cognitive decline, progression, but no one has likely explained what dementia is actually doing inside the brain. And when you don't understand what's changing neurologically, everything feels confusing, unpredictable, and even personal. So today I want to walk you through what dementia actually does to the brain in plain language so you can stop the guessing. Hi, for those of you who are new here, my name is Dr. Sinclair. I'm a neuropsychologist, dementia care specialist, and founder of the Confident Caregiver Academy. Let's jump on in. Let's simplify this. Dementia is not one disease, care partners. It's an umbrella term for conditions that cause progressive damage to brain cells. And when brain cells are damaged, the systems they support weaken. So, if brain cells in the hippocampus are damaged, that will lead to problems with memory because the hippocampus modulates memory, as we see in Alzheimer's dementia. If brain cells in the brainstem are damaged, that will lead to problems with sleep and staying awake or being alert, as we see with Lewy body dementia, because the brainstem modulates sleepiness as well as alertness. Unfortunately, when a system weakens, it doesn't stay localized to that one spot. The damage oftentimes spreads and weakens other brain areas. That's the reason dementia is considered progressive. It progresses, it spreads to other brain areas and weakens those areas as well. That's the reason new symptoms develop over time. The brain doesn't decline evenly. One of the hardest parts of caregiving is the unpredictability. Some days your person with dementia seems fine, other days they seem like a completely different person. That's because different brain systems don't decline at the same rate. For example, the frontal lobes responsible for thinking and regulating other brain systems, that weakens early. Emotional threat systems, those become more dominant. So, behavior that you're seeing, care partners, depends more on how stressed a brain region is and less about what stage someone is in. This is why things can feel so inconsistent, especially if you look at a staging chart. It seems as if your person can be in multiple stages. It's because of the systems that are being stressed. It's not just memory. Now you understand, dementia is not just a memory problem. Even if it started in the hippocampus, as with Alzheimer's dementia, it still progresses, spreads. And this is the biggest misunderstanding for a lot of caregivers. Yes, dementia affects memory, but memory is only one function of the brain. Dementia also affects reasoning, your ability to think through ideas, emotional regulation, your ability to calm your emotions, impulse control, being able to think through ideas before acting on them, threat detection, detecting if someone is angry with you, sensory processing, how does something feel against your skin? So when someone argues, panics, refuses help, misinterprets your tone of voice, it's not just memory, care partners, it's all the neurological changes associated with dementia. If this is new information for you, care partners, if no one's ever taken the time to really explain what dementia is doing to the brain, I've created the free Dementia Care Starter Kit. It's down below. Feel free to grab that. It walks you through what dementia is, what's changing, and what caregivers need to focus on early without the overwhelm. You can go ahead and download it below whenever you're ready. On to the next impact dementia has on the brain. Why logic stops working. Logic refers to your ability to think through ideas, care partners, to formulate judgments, and to use these judgments to guide your behavior. For example, if I speed while driving, I'll get a ticket. So my behavior will be to drive at the speeding limit. I thought through the idea, I formulated a judgment, and that guided my behavior to not speed. When the reasoning centers weaken for your person with dementia, something important happens that you must know about. Emotion starts to drive the behavior more than logic. For example, now if I'm angry, I'll speed. I'm no longer thinking through consequences of getting a ticket. I'm just angry, so I'm going to speed. That's a driving example. The way that it may come up in your day-to-day care of your person with dementia is if dad is sad in his nursing community, now he's going to say, I want to go back to my childhood hometown. Everyone's died there, but he wants to go back to his childhood hometown. He's upset, and so he's reasoning with his upset. I'm upset here, and so I want to go here. So when you start to explain calmly and clearly that that's not an option and it doesn't land for them, care partners, it's not because they're ignoring you. It's because the pathway that processes explanations, the frontal lobe, isn't functioning the same way anymore. And so now emotions are driving their behaviors. This realization alone can relieve so much of your frustration. It's their emotion driving their behaviors. Why they seem more sensitive. As dementia progresses, care partners, the brain becomes more sensitive to stress. Loud environments, rushed conversations, too many choices, complex explanations, all of that can overwhelm your person with dementia's brain faster than it used to. This is why your tone of voice, the pace at which you're speaking, how fast you're speaking, all of that now matters more than ever. Their brain is working in overtime because of dementia. You have to slow things down for them. What this means for you as a caregiver, when you understand what's happening in the brain, I tend to see a few key shifts. You work on stop taking things personally. I tend to see more empathy and understanding when care partners are armed with this kind of knowledge. You simplify your communication. You go slower, you use less words, and you focus on emotional safety before explanation because you realize that oftentimes your person with dementia is dysregulated inside. They feel uncomfortable and things are confusing and scary for them. When you have the information, you're able to adapt. But what I want to be very clear about something else I see care partners is this. Why it still feels personal, even when you know it's neurological. There's something I really think is important to share here with you, care partners, even when you understand all of this. Even when you know it's neurological, even when you can name the brain region involved, it still hurts. When someone you've loved for 30 years looks at you like you're the problem, when they accuse you, when they snap at you, when they reject your help, when they say something completely out of character, your nervous system doesn't immediately say, yes, frontal lobe decline. No, it says, wow, that hurts. I'm doing all of these things for you, and look at what you're doing to me, right? Even when you have this knowledge, it still hurts. And that makes sense because you are not just a caregiver, you are a spouse, you are a daughter, a son, a partner, a human being with a history and memories with this person. So here's the piece that most people don't talk about. Dementia changes reciprocity. You are giving, and your person with dementia can't give back to you. The brain systems that allow someone to filter their words and to be kind and to read your facial expression that they've hurt you, to notice your exhaustion, to pause before reacting, all of those systems are weakening for your person with dementia. There's no longer that emotional feedback loop from them that you've relied on for all of these years. You give, and sometimes nothing comes back. That's the most devastating part of dementia care, and that's the part that a lot of people don't talk about enough. But here's the important distinction. The delivery changes, but the bond does not necessarily disappear. In many types of dementia, emotional memory lingers longer than factual experiences. So they may not remember what you said yesterday, they may not remember the argument, but they are going to remember how you made them feel. So there is still opportunity for you to stay connected, even if they're not able to properly reciprocate all of the emotionality that you're looking for. So yes, understanding the brain helps to protect you a bit, care partners, but it doesn't erase the grief. Both will exist at the same time with dementia care. You understand it's neurological, and still you mourn what's changing. This is the human experience of dementia caregiving. So please give yourself grace on the hard days. You are grieving. I hope today's video, Care Partners, helped you to realize that you are not dealing with stubbornness from your person with dementia, unless they were always like that. You are adapting to neurological change. And while you don't need to know everything today, understanding the brain gives you a bit of a foundation. So grab that free starter kit below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.